Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we explore a selection of my acousmatic works that try to delve into the essence of sound, space, and ritual. I'm a sound artist, composer, and improviser. I was born in the south of France, and I spent over a decade exploring the music and art scenes of Liverpool, Manchester, London, San Francisco, and New York before settling back in Paris in 2002. My work merges composition, improvisation, and performance scores. I'm also trying to use writing protocols that blur the lines between life and fiction and explore curious and unique experiences. I studied fine arts in London and San Francisco, as well as English and sociology at the Sorbonne University in Paris. And I learned sound arts and composition under mentors like Dave Ryan, Hayley Newman, Christian Zanesi, and Robert Hampson, amongst others. I co-founded the experimental music and sound art projects Auto-Anna and Double Entendre Editions, and I often collaborate with artists like Camilla Joubran, Limpe Fuchs, Carl Stone, and so on. My work spans soundtracks, installations, performances, and curation worldwide, from underground bunkers in Denmark to planetariums and boats on the Danube, with releases on labels like Tsukuboshi and appearances in several art spaces. I'm constantly exploring new auditory dimensions in diverse environments. And today we'll be moving through 4 of my pieces, each revealing a certain dimension of sound and sound objects such as the voice, stone, but also rhythms, with compositions that transform sound into a medium for both physical and hopefully transcendent experiences. The first piece you're going to hear is called Oracles. It's a stereo piece of 5 minutes and 23 seconds and was created in 2022. It's a work that blurs the boundary between the natural and the supernatural. This piece was born from a deep fascination with stone, not just as geological object, but as a kind of petrified sound body with a story that speaks to us through resonance. And here the stone becomes a compositional material with processed textures, vocals, and electronic layers that evoke a sense of ancient ritual and transcendence. Through this piece, I'd like to invite you into the world of the Summstein, or humming stones. They were used in ancient cults, especially those found in the Altsafireni Hypogeum in Malta. Through these textures, I invite you to travel from the cosmic origins of stardust to the ancient womb of the earth, experiencing a deep trance-like state, in tune with the echoes of the 5,000-year-old rituals. Oracles was released on the album Altsafireni in 2022 on Tsukuboshi, capturing a sonic exploration that brings stone's mineral soul to life. The second excerpt, or the second piece, is called Riddle. It's a 6 minutes and 20 seconds stereo piece. It is the third movement in the Echolalia series, an electroacoustic composition originating from a single voice recording that I made in 2010 at the GRM studios. Here, the voice is the sole sonic source, with layered raw vocals and highly processed sounds that attempt to create a complex interplay between the human expression as we know it and abstract soundscapes. These compositions on echolalia evolved over several years and were commissioned for live performance and radio. This particular piece is an invitation to immerse yourself in the unique textures of the human voice that challenge our perceptions of speech, sound, and music as the voice morphs into something almost unrecognizable yet deeply familiar and expressive. The third piece is Summstein, and this is an almost 10 minutes stereo piece. It dates back from 2021, and it offers a deeper dive into the sonic properties of stone, focusing on the humming stones, thought to have held spiritual or ritualistic significance for ancient cultures. Summstein was composed at the GRM studios during a residency, together with a commission by France Musique. It was commissioned by Anne Montaron for her program Création Mondiale, and this piece was designed as a psychoacoustic experience. When the head is placed within these hollow stones and you start humming, the voice resonates, producing a powerful auditory effect, almost as if the stone itself were alive and vibrating. Through this composition, we are immersed in the sensation of the humming stones, conjuring a timeless ritualistic energy as the listener is enveloped by resonant and meditative layers of sound. Finally, you will hear my latest acousmatic composition called Idiorrhythms Part I. It's a stereo piece and 8 channels. It lasts 20 minutes and it was composed in 2023. It was commissioned again by the GRM and premiered at the Maison de la Radio in Paris on the 5th of November 2023. Through this piece, I invite you to an exploration into the nature of individual and communal rhythms inspired by Roland Barthes' concept on how to live together, comment vivre ensemble. In his series of lectures at the Collège de France, Barthes drew upon the lifestyle of the hermits of Mount Athos, who balanced solitude and community. Here, each rhythm or temporal structure exists alongside the others without converging. It is done so as to create a unique spatial and auditory arrangement. It also translates the sociological concept into sound, where multiple rhythms coexist without merging, producing an experience that mirrors our own human pace. Idiorrhythms is especially meant to offer a spatially immersive experience for the listener. So to conclude, through these pieces that draw from the poetics of sound bodies, or corps sonores, as we call them in French, from the Schaefferian terms, ancient rituals, vocal experimentation, and the philosophy of human coexistence, I hope to encounter a profound reflection on the nature of sound and its deep ties to both individual and communal identity. I hope this brief journey conveys my insight into the unique world of acousmatic music, where together we can explore, imagine, and connect with the elements and essences that often elude everyday perception. Thank you for listening.